company, always on the run. Of destiny, oh, it's the rising sun. I was born a shotgun in my hands, behind the gun. I'll make my final stand. Yeah, and that's why they call me Bad Company. And we're live, and some people are like saying, hey, this is an improv show. No, this is our normal Thursday night show. We're not changing nothing. We're just covering some stuff that's come up, and we're going to also talk about some stuff that should have been, that Kickside was mentioned in the past and never answered, and said they were going to do, or we're going to bring up some just this and that. Yes, I know everybody was waiting and hoping for nightmare information. Look, I'm going to give you what I got. That's the best I can do. So let me introduce the panel before I get into some other stuff, of course. So we got Champ for President. We got Killer Queen. We got Misa. Sorry, I'm going to go by Misa because that's the only way I relate to you. We got Nutcracker. Damn, I didn't even think you were going to make it. I thought you'd be sound asleep. Then we got Pizza. Force Quick Draw McGraw. By the way, Quick, another great event. I heard you were top 10 again, somewhere about 8. Congratulations on that. Considering you barely played it. And of course, Sparky. So here's the deal. We had a good event. A lot of people enjoyed it. I'm going to go down the panel and see who did enjoy it. And see what's going on. So let's start with Champ. Champ, what did you think of the event? Matter of fact, give us a 1 through 10.
Yeah, I'll give it a. I love the event. I thought Kickside did a great job. Both performance and content-wise, it was a fun event, and I give it a 9. I got a lot of feedback from someone.
Yeah, I'm hearing it too.
I'm looking at it as we're speaking. It might be me, so this is the first time, so we're going to deal with it. I'm sorry. You're going to deal with it just a little bit.
Peter's outside my base.
Okay, well, we don't talk about that in here, remember?
Okay.
So here's the deal. We're so Champ gave it a what, 9.5? I think you said.
Solid 9. If I can talk over the feedback I'm getting from someone's mic.
I don't get the feedback as bad as you. Let's see what the.
It stopped.
It stopped. I think it was chilly. Yeah, it's chilly. All right, so here's the deal. You gave it a 9. You had pretty good play on it, Champ.
Yeah, I just want to make my answer plain and simple. It was a really fun event. 9. There was one specific detail, but I can't remember what it was that kind of pissed me off about it, but it wasn't that big of a deal. So it was a really fun event. Kickside did a great job. 9. 9.0.
Okay. Next on the list would be Killer Queen. What did you think of the event?
I give it a 9. It was fun. I hated the 95, but hey, it can't be easy for everyone through the whole thing. So that was a good event.
Not bad. So far, so good. Everybody's enjoying. Misa, what did you think of the event?
I liked it. It was different this time round. I do think that they need to think about the repair times, though. That was the only down for me.
Okay. Let's go to the next person, which would be Nutcracker.
Am I? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll give it a 9. It was a patient sitting, standing, waiting event. Because if you had patience and you sat and waited, you could hit those zombies and it takes out the shit.
Okay.
So yeah, it was a good 9.
9. All right. Pizza. Please don't give me feedback.
I give it a 9. The zombie track was useless, but the main track and the faction track was fun.
Okay. Quick Draw McGraw. Quick.
He fell asleep.
No, he ain't just asleep. He's I see him talking, so he's probably busy. Let's go to Sparky. Sparky, what did you think of it?
After doing it a couple times, finally got the hang of doing things. I give it a 7.
7. Why so low? Well, I say low.
Because really wasn't into it.
No.
But that's personal opinion, but general gameplay.
Oh, this is just in general. That's not gameplay. I mean, this is just a general score. I'm going to be honest. I think it's come to me anyways. I'm going to give it a 9.
Misa?
I did ask Misa.
That's right.
I enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. 18.6. I'm going to give it a solid 9. I skipped a couple days to help other people, and then they stopped asking for help, so I started just doing some more myself and ended up grinding out some. But I'm going to give it a solid 9. There was a few disconnects now, and some people got really rapid responses through the trusted players, and other people got, I don't even want to call them answers from the trusted players. I'm drinking a little bit, and I don't want to go into the detail of them. But some of them just did not. I'm going to say they didn't get a proper answer in general. So, just disappointing. Overall, though, I thought the gear store was good. The prize store was good. Overall, was fun. The zombies were pretty cool. The fire ones didn't want to die. It was just a good event. That's
only because you took the wrong tunes in.
Oh, yeah. You send the wrong tunes, and those fire ones don't want to die at all. They just burn you. I think Kickside did a killer event, to be honest.
I think it's the best event we've had for a while.
Yes. Absolutely. And I think performance-wise, I think it was one of the better events we've had in a while.
Yes.
Yeah, totally agree.
So that brings us to this survey. Now, I tried to talk to a few people and try to explain to them how the right and the wrong ways to do the surveys. And literally, I'm going to bring it up on screen. And I'm going to be absolutely honest. I already filled it out, so I'm not going to fill it out again because then it just causes problems. But if you see these little boxes down here, guys, this is for detailed information. It's not just to put in there, F you, this sucks, that doesn't help nobody. If it's good, put in why it was good. The gameplay was, what's the first question? How would you rate the Burning Dead overall? Be honest. If you didn't like it, fine. Put it in there, but put why you didn't like it. Your tunes died too quick. Repair time is too high. If you liked it, it was challenging and whatnot. Give the reason why. Don't just fucking throw something in there, hit the stars, and think nothing's going to happen. Not going to help nobody. It's not going to help you. It's not going to help Kickside make the events better. Okay, so literally, just how long did it take everybody? 5 minutes?
If that.
Take 5 minutes, fill it out properly. They even ask about the new hero units.
Okay, I'm doing it wrong then.
What are you doing?
Takes me 20 minutes because I put an essay in each box.
Hey, no, there's nothing wrong with that.
More information, the better.
Exactly. But this is what I'm trying to put across.
Jeff says that we aren't dumb. Jeff, I've seen some of these surveys answered. In the first box, I think it was the last survey, I got a screenshot of one, and all it said was, "This sucks." That's all. I mean, it was like, I think the question was, how was gameplay? This sucks.
Give her a
What the
reason.
hell? That's not gonna. What sucks? Was it laggy? Was it disconnected? Were your shit not healed? They can't. This sucks is not gonna help nobody.
It's a fucking survey, for Christ's sake.
Exactly. It's not rocket science. You're right, but
And this is a secondary account. This is not Kixeye. This is done by somebody else for Kixeye. So
Exactly.
putting in it sucks. It's fucking pointless.
maybe that's the only English they know. You got me there. I won't even say any more to that.
That's it's kind of response that Kixeye really not going to pay attention to. So if you want things changed or something's not going wrong, they're gonna they're just gonna pretty much skip over that comment and
Yeah.
But it's not Kixeye. This is just
Well, but the thing is, it gets relayed back to Kixeye.
it gets relayed back to one of the. It gets relayed back to the development team and all those guys at Kixeye. It does, and
will not get relayed back.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I said. It's if that kind of response, they're just gonna pass it on and they're not gonna pay attention to it.
Yeah.
Well, to me, if you're giving that kind of response, they're going to probably look at the survey and throw it out like it wasn't even done.
So exactly. I mean, it's just going to be skipped over, and it's not going to be looked at all.
If you want your input to be recognized, you got to put a little effort in, and that's exactly how to look at it.
It's one thing to give constructive criticism, but that's not even that. That's not even near even being considered constructive criticism.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, would you guys read a survey about you yourself saying you suck with no reason why? No.
Can we just put asshole in every box and that'll fit me perfect?
Well,
I get your point. I know, Champ. You're right. People don't want to do that. They want detail what the problem is, and that's what Kixeye wants. They want to detail what the problem is. Now, I only had this one day. I made sure it was detailed that I lost 10 hours of healing because literally nothing healed. I made sure, though, I sent the ticket. I made sure it was part of the survey, too. Actually, Jeff, I've seen them actually review this information, and we've seen it recently that they paid attention to surveys. When they did the survey about, what was it that the new...
They were trying to implement a new way of the bubbling system.
Yep.
Go into a certain number of bubbles you can give to one base a week.
3 hits a week. And they listened to us on Discord and they dumped it because they do listen to us.
Yes, they do. So don't say they don't listen to us because they do. If we give them full information, not crap, oh, this sucks, it's not going to help. But if, I had this such and such problem and this is not the first time, or you know what? If the surveys get more than one, you know what's going to happen? Kixeye's going to, hey, this is a red flag. We're getting multiple people saying the same thing. That's what a survey's for.
But this is what people miss, and you just said it yourself, Roy, is it's not Kixeye.
No, it's not.
Kixeye has different games. Kixeye is a company. We are not dealing with Kixeye. We are dealing with people like Storm Chaser and CM Bernie that actually deal with our game. They don't deal with the other games that belong to Kixeye.
Well, Bernie does, but
not about Kixeye. This is about War Commander.
That's right. That's right.
So let's stop slanging off Kixeye because Kixeye is the company.
He's got a point because they are different game teams. Unfortunately, right now, CM Bernie's working on Vega and us. I don't think he's the only one. I think a couple of them are.
Yes, they are. They're working on others as well, but that's part of their job.
Exactly.
But that's not our concern. Our concern is War Commander.
Actually, that does fall into my concern because I'm going to be honest. I think it's overdoing Bernie, and Bernie's not able to focus on us as much as what he was hired for, as he should.
Well,
and
it's
you know what? I was hard on Bernie recently because of that.
It's called cutbacks.
Yeah, that's true.
Simple
But
as
you know
that.
what? If they listen
And
to
we've
us,
got to ignore the cutbacks and work on what we play, which is War Commander.
That's right.
Not fucking Kickside. Let's look at the team that work on War Commander, not the team that works in Kickside. That's what it's about. We need to focus on that. Let's work for that. Let's help this
Okay.
Yeah,
More beer.
Let's just spend the whole fucking show talking about this subject. This is fun.
No, Chip, relax.
Come on now.
All right, so filling out this survey is really important because if a lot of those things get red flagged, multiple people are having problems with some of the levels adjustments, payouts, the hero tokens, which that caused a big red flag. Kickside did try to compensate people for it. In general, you know, it's the people, it's the player that says, hey, you know, this is messing up, and we catch this stuff. They don't catch it. We catch it. We fill them in on it. It takes many voices to make the changes. That's what these surveys are. To make any change, they need many voices with detailed information. So once again, take a few minutes, fill out the damn survey. If you don't fill it out, then you know what? You really can't bitch. All right, so moving on to the next thing, which was I wanted to ask everybody how well they did in the event. Chip, how much XP did you get?
I don't remember.
Because the leaderboard was actually working correctly. If you guys didn't know that.
Last time I looked, I was like, I don't know, I was like a little above in 100th place or some shit. So I think I got like between 15 and 20 million XP or something.
Not bad. FYI, the Santiago Zombifier doesn't work. I will test that later for sure. I don't have my Santiago. I have it built. I just don't have it where I can use it. Smoker did, or Justin did 12 million. I did 18.6. Let's go to, what about you, Killer Queen?
I got 13,518,975 XP. Yes, I went to the leaderboard just so I could be a smart ass.
And by the way, the leaderboard is fixed. They fixed it. You actually see your name.
Amen.
Amen, brother.
Yes, amen. Well, what was it? Well, I only had 12 million, and then Kickstarter was generous enough to give us a 1.5 million boost if we did more than 2 run-throughs of it. So I did better than I actually legit did.
No,
I'm happy for that.
you're happy for it.
Everybody should be happy for it if they got it.
They should. They really should. Let's go. Misa, where did you end up?
I ended up with 7,625,110.
She actually went to the leaderboard too. The leaderboard.
I'm even smart.
All right, smart asses.
The leaderboard is working. See, and everybody's typing in their Zach now on the side.
Okay, so hey, just to validate, I wasn't lying to you guys. I had 15,671,000. There you go.
Not bad.
I got called a hoe in a PM that just hit me for doing 18 million. Well, sorry, I'm the junior hoe. Quick, I think was at like 33 million. Somebody tell me if I'm right.
Hold on. Let me go back there.
I think Quick is the hoe. I am the junior hoe.
Quick Ho McGraw got 32,224,394 XP.
Fucking slag.
Yeah,
He wasn't interested in this one.
no, he wasn't. He's like, man, I got to get somebody to poke me to get to do this event. And I was like, it's only day 2. And he's like, I know.
Yep, that's his new name, Quick Ho McGraw.
I'm going to be honest. It was a good event, though. So let's go to Nutcracker. Mr. Grind himself, how did you do?
I only got 6 million because that's all I wanted.
Okay.
I did what I needed to do to get what I wanted. Simple as that. I could have gone on more, but to be honest, I got bored with it.
Yeah.
People do.
I seriously got bored with it. I got everything I wanted. I don't believe in zombie tech. I seriously hate it. And people that use it, in my opinion, noobs.
I'm not exactly impressed with zombie tech, but we'll go over some of the prize list later. Pizza, how did you do?
I ended up with 11.5. I got bored and stopped.
There's the Quicko. I heard the Quicko call.
Got the pigeon head.
I was at 8 million. I was done. Got bored. I started again. And ended at 11.5.
I was like, I knew you were going to get bored.
Socrates,
ladies and gentlemen.
We already know how much you did. What was it, 32 million you just said?
Yeah.
He was
Quicko McGraw.
Quicko McGraw.
Can I call you cheat?
Well, what everybody else
I
seems
think
to lately, I mean.
whatever she said is correct.
Scooby does.
I'm kidding, man. You know I'm kidding, man.
It wasn't.
Why not?
Yeah, they call it. I'm a cheater.
Ow. Great.
If you can't beat me, I'm a cheater.
Whew.
No doubt. That's what I hear lately.
I don't mind being called a cheater.
No, I wear it with a badge of honor.
These beers are so stout. Great day.
Yep. By the way, me and Killer Queen are drinking the new Budweiser Jim Beam Copper Top. That's some good copper lager, excuse me. It's some good shit.
It's stout, boy.
Woo-hoo. So let's go to Sparky. How did you do in the event?
I got around 6 million, but I really wasn't into it at all.
You were anti-motivated this event.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't help when the event first started. His internet was acting stupid.
Yeah.
No, didn't he have a tree on his internet?
Something like that, yeah.
You started off rough and didn't get any better from there, right?
No, I had a lot of shit going on too in real life, so it's like,
He
real
went
life
from
comes first.
He went from 3 to 1.
Yeah, tree. I'm not gonna lie to you guys though. I'm gonna be honest. Let's absolutely be honest. When it comes to this event, you could literally just sit there, switch out caretakers on a heavy tune, and pretty much grind. Just keep switching the caretakers out.
Romero was a beast. That guy was running away.
He was a boss.
I never used one caretaker in this event.
I think I burned up about my caretakers 100 times, but I'll tell you. But I'll be honest. What was it? Sunday, Monday. I'm over here yelling in my Discord, going, "Who needs help? Who needs help?" I'm not even doing my fucking event. I'm out trying to help other people. And Sunday, people took me up on it. Monday, nobody took me up on it. I got bored and started my own event again.
Yeah, I did the same.
Well, yeah, that's the thing though. A lot of people are saying use caretakers, but when you use caretakers, you got to think you kill them. That's what 30, 45-minute repair.
Okay.
Well, that's the thing though. That's what people do. People like collect a bunch of them. I have 5 myself that I just trade out.
Oh my god!
I was rotating 5 of them like a train.
I got 18.
Thank God. I
didn't use any in the event.
But I didn't use any in the event.
I did because it saved my units. It does help.
Well, yeah, it does help, but it's if you're gonna repair overnight, if you're just gonna kill your fucking tune, you might as well just kill it. Instead of sometimes you can finish it and not take too much repair, but once you kill them whatever you say, you got 5, 6, 7 of them, you go through all of them, and then you got to put them all on a plat, and you got to heal that, and then you got to heal another plat, or go out and get Thor and rebuild them again. So I'd rather not use them. Save yourself some time.
I just rotated the 5 I had. The time I was ready to, I killed that one. I sent my tune back, changed out the thing. and put a new one in and started to repair again. And the next one was almost healed. I mean, I just did a rotation.
But what a lot missed was if you put the Galen in with the new zombie tech, it is awesome.
I didn't even think about that, but that's a good hint. Because, guys, we still have Nightmare around the corner.
Awesome.
By the way, everybody should give a shout out to Storm Chaser. He is listening. I know this for a fact.
Hi, Storm.
Hello, Storm. Hi, Storm.
He really did kick this event right out of the park.
Hello, Storm.
Oh my God, I'm losing my people.
Woof woof.
So it's good that and then on top of it, let's get into what happened during the event, though. We had a little problem getting bases. Yeah, I want to go down the panel and literally ask everybody, but I know everybody that was hanging around me had an average of 3-minute travel.
Yeah, some of the main track bases. Are you going by me first, right, Roy? I'm assuming.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so in our sector where we were at, what I noticed is no one was doing the zombie bases, and so those bases were pretty much left on the map from when they dropped whatever. I actually did one complete run through with the zombies. I didn't actually, I complained about it on the last show, but I actually redid it using just my old zombies, and I got through it pretty swiftly. So it actually wasn't that bad in retrospect. So that's a big part of the reason why I think bases weren't spawning in our general vicinity, is because there's like a bunch of zombie bases just left over that no one was really touching. Well, people didn't want to waste their zombies. But yeah, I do agree to a certain extent that the drop on the main bases were minuscule. They were dropping in like way far away. It's like you got to travel like great distances.
I literally I told Storm, I said, look, we can't. I just did this base. I had a 4-minute travel, and he asked me, he goes, what base? And I said, such and such. He goes, there's like 1,000 of them in your sector. And I said, there might be 1,000, but they're nowhere in this ballpark. So I said, let me open a hangout. We don't have to talk. I can screen share. You can take a look. He said, let's do it. Open the screen share. I motioned around big, broad areas. I'm talking massive. I showed him even the next base was 3 minutes away. And he agreed they were going to try making adjustments. They made adjustments. At the end, I was starting to see bases get a little closer. But I'm going to be honest, unless you were in the dead center of the map, you were screwed.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's not like we're in a densely populated area. We got a high population in that corner.
That's another thing. That's another technique a lot of players use on event. They purposely jump at dead center of the map because they know bases is going to spawn around there. But I do believe Kixeye needs to distribute the bases more evenly across the map, across the corners and the center.
Yeah, well, just because people know it, most people won't do it. I have plenty of time. I do really well on the events, so I'll do the travel. Not that I like it, but I do that over jumping into the center of the damn map and fighting 5 people pulling up on the same base. It's a pain in the ass.
But that's not good for Kixeye, because you're spending time traveling instead of hitting, getting burnt, spending coins. You're spending time traveling. That's not good for Kixeye.
Very true. Center of the map shouldn't always be the loaded. They need to spread it out anyways, in my opinion.
But I'm waiting for my turn.
So I wouldn't want to stick around in in the center of the map of the whole event by any means. Yeah, center of the map was loaded, but I don't want to sit there and be in the center of the damn map. That's just my prerogative. So I like being on the outside.
I had plenty where I was.
Well, you were on the other side of the map, and you had plenty of things. We were trying to help her, and we had to wait 3.5 minutes for her to arrive. But we had a good event, I think. I think everybody pretty much had a good event. Yeah. Let's talk about the prize store.
Hold on. I want to say something.
Okay, Sports.
Storm's in here. Is there any way that you say if we have another event like this in the future where you guys have multiple groups, like say how we got the zombie faction in the main, is there any way you can put like a time limit on the bases that are spawned? If nobody's attacked them in a certain amount of time, they will despawn and spawn in something.
Not a bad idea. 24 hours. If they don't go, get it. Let something respawn them somewhere else.
That means they got to do some work.
Yeah, that'd be a lot of coding. With our luck, they'd break in, nothing would be spawning. So let's be careful on that one.
But if they can get it right, that would actually work out great, because you wouldn't have people going, "Oh, I didn't have this base because I had to travel 8 fucking miles away to get it," and it just despawns and spawns something else.
Yeah,
they took away the res bases to give us more event bases.
Yeah,
it didn't work because we still had further to travel. It didn't work, so let's drop that subject and move along.
Okay, but this is the thing. That's my opinion. I'm allowed to have an opinion.
No, this was nothing to do with your opinion.
Well, basically, you just said my opinion didn't matter.
Calm down, cowboy. Calm down, cowboy.
He didn't say that. He's just saying. So it was, it's just.
I don't like saying nothing.
Sparky, I think you're taking this one a little personal. He didn't say that.
You good, bro. You good. Everybody's entitled to their own little opinion.
I mean, that's it. Everybody's opinion does matter, and that's why we have the surveys, and that's one of the things I did mention in surveys. And Storm Chaser just messaged me. Dropping the resource bases did work for sectors that didn't have enough room for all the event bases. It did. That's one of the reasons why we didn't have a lot of resource bases.
You know what? And that's why people need to stop locking down sectors. Putting all your tunes out there, locking down your stupid sectors is what's going to get you not to have event bases. So who's fucking who? You fucking you.
Yeah, basically.
Ooh, that sounds sexy.
Yeah, I think Sparky, I think your idea is a great idea. I don't know if Kickside could implement that, but if they could, I'm all for it. If if the base isn't hit within a certain time period, let it just disappear and let something else reappear.
Well, because how I was looking at it was because in our section during the event we had everything was a zombie base. Mm-hmm. We had one until all of them. There was like multiples of them. If they're not being touched, they should automatically despawn, and something else should jump in the middle of it. Even if it's another zombie base, but at least something's getting rotated out every now and then.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I think that's a good idea. And if, like I said, if Kickstarter
can implement it was a good idea. I'm just worried about, if they screw with the code too much, we've had tendency of breaking.
As long as the game doesn't break, hey, man, I'm for it.
Yeah, I'm down with it as long as they don't break it.
Storm Chaser did recognize it. He said that it just didn't help in the case of the people on the edge of the map. That didn't help in the case, taking this resource bases out did not help on that point. He did make some slight adjustments. He was scared to make too many adjustments because he was afraid that, it would go wonky. And it's this is just one of those things where I keep telling everybody, they are listening to us. They are trying to help us. They understand where we're coming from. They're willing to sit and look at things. So we really got to give Kickside credit for that. I mean, it is awesome to have Kickside people that will sit down. Even, like you said, he didn't want to talk. He just wanted to witness. He just wanted to look at it. And for that to happen was awesome.
I still got 12 million XP. I don't know what to do with.
Buy skipjack.
I bought
God,
everything.
no.
No.
I bought everything. I had nothing else to do.
Just buy a bunch of cores and
Oh no, I got like 2,000 zombies because of packs.
Hey, no, buy the sector XP boost, man. Do it.
Oh yeah, that made a lot of sense. I need to
Okay,
smoke
so
more.
another problem people that they brought up, another problem that makes this event the worst, there was 25 unique bases out there, only 20 from normal event. I don't get
Uniques?
that. Anybody else want to read through?
Well, the omega bases, they stay out. You just gotta be right on them once the countdown pops, that they open up.
Yeah,
jump on it.
You gotta jump on it.
What 35? Can he Micaiah, can you clarify that, please?
Yeah, I don't think we really understand what he's saying, Micaiah.
Mick, clarify the 35 unique bases because I'm not clear on that one.
All right, so while he's clarifying that, because we got YouTube lag, one of the things I do want to bring up, the event store was pretty large, probably the largest we've had in a long
time.
Long time.
Yep, I'll agree with that.
And one of the best things about it is they gave out a lot of tech. Now, this is a hint that's come across for Nightmare. Anything that you want an SF hero will be there, supposedly. I'm dying to know if the Jericho and Jericho Tech will be in there. But he just said, from what I've seen in the screenshots, and I posted on the Situation Room page, is the SF Hero Tech. I don't know if that means Jericho. I do know it does mean, you know, Carr, Sheila, Jeremiah, they're all in there, I guarantee it, and their tech. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
That was the main track.
That was the main track.
Yeah. And then there were 4.
5 faction tracks.
No, there were 4, wasn't there?
No, the reset
5.
There was 5.
Okay, there's 4 or 5, yeah. So.
And then all the zombie bases, which, by the way, let's get out as soon as we're done with the event store. I really do want to talk about the lack of interest in zombie track.
Yeah.
But that gear store event store was absolutely huge. I mean, you guys, I saw tech in there for just about everything, and you were getting tech. They were paying out pretty good techs, sniper tech, gold techs, all different techs were in there.
They had the Nyx Hero Tech.
The Nyx Hero Tech, Audra Hero Tech. They had so much tech in there. I was so impressed. They finally threw so much tech at us. I was ready to puke, and I loved it. Even though I had it all. All these other players were going, what do I get, Roy? Do I get this over this? They were kids in a candy store. It was awesome to hear people so excited about that. So to see that makes me go, Nightmare, you're already offering SF. What else are you going to offer? That's going to be the big question. Big question in my mind. What else are they going to offer? One of the things I did want to bring up, guys, is the lack of zombie track. The interest was not there. Champ, I think you did it, twice?
No, I did. I did one partial run. No, I think I did 2 partial run-throughs, and I did 1 full run-through of the zombie track. After I did the full run-through, I came to an understanding it wasn't really that bad. I mean, the first run through, I was like, "Shit, man, I'm wasting all my zombies." But as I went, the second and third time, once I did the full run through, it really wasn't too bad, in my opinion. The number of tracks they had was kind of, I think they had too many zombie mission bases. They had too many. Maybe they should just made it like 5 zombie track bases. I think that would have been a more balanced kind of thing. But it really wasn't. Basically, what I did, I just got, I just cleaned out my all the old zombies I had. I didn't really I had like a lot of those walkers, and I forgot the other ones, but I just collected the new a lot of the new fire zombies and
The leaping
some,
zombies.
yeah, some of those and the runners. And so, you know, in the end I was satisfied with it. I thought it was all right.
Mm.
I would have reduced the number of tracks though.
I did it one full run through live on the show. Wasn't impressed with the XP. I did use a little more extra zombies than I probably should have because I was screwing around a little bit. But I just could not make myself do it again. The XP was just too low all the way through it to pay any interest.
Like I said, I mean, last show I think I said this. It was more of what I think the intent was more of like a bonus track, so we can get those one-time use zombies. We can pretty much. It was like a kind of a trade. It was like a trade in your old zombies for the new stuff, kind of thing. That's what it. I think that's the way. Storm Chaser, that's the way it was intended. I could correct me if I'm wrong. I could be wrong. I am a lot, but yeah, that's the way I saw it. So, I mean, what are you guys? I mean, who else is?
No,
No, totally. I mean, I personally do the zombie track because I just didn't see it worth my time. And I think I even mentioned that when I did the survey. I didn't even answer the question. I just gave a comment because I couldn't say yes, no, maybe so. I don't know. I just didn't answer it, and I just gave feedback in the comment.
Okay.
I mean, now what Makai is saying, he's talking about the bases that they put on the map, period. If I'm reading this correctly, or the ratio, they put way more of the zombie track bases on the map compared to, the faction track bases or the main track bases. He's saying that initially, if I'm reading this correctly, the spawn, just putting them on the map, period, the ratio was lopsided to begin with.
Yeah, so you got zombie bases all over the place, zombie bases that hardly anybody's hitting, and then the map just gets cluttered with zombie bases because they don't want to waste their zombies on those bases. So
that's true. In my opinion, that's very true.
Well, what happened? You killed a faction base, a zombie base replaced it.
Green, check your base, by the way. Yeah, I can understand that. I wasn't well. We got typing going on, so I'm trying to. So many people are telling me, oh, they just want to rotate out zombies. I didn't really like the cannibal. I thought the guys died off the cannibal too quick, so I wasn't really interested in getting a bunch of them.
Fuck.
So on that note, I really didn't give a shit. But it did kind of frustrate me to see the only way to probably get more of the regular bases was to do zombie tracks, and I couldn't get myself to do it.
I mean, let's be honest here, guys. What do you guys use your walker zombies for? I mean, what do you really
take up space? That's about it.
I mean, they don't do anything though. Even to secure the outside of your base, they don't do shit.
No,
what do they do?
Just for
space, I guess.
They don't hit air. They don't do nothing. What's this guy? You got the regular zombies. I think I ran out of walker zombies. Oh, no, I still have a few of those. You have the regular zombie, and then you have a walker zombie.
Yep.
So that's pretty much what I used, though. I used those two zombie tunes that I had, and I just did the zombie event with those. And it, worked out pretty good.
No, it's probably...
Because I don't use those zombies for anything, to be honest. I mean, why would I keep them?
Right? See that?
Collector's item? No.
Yeah.
No, they gave enough of those out. You didn't need to collect shit.
You got to get that vintage feeling going on.
Wait a minute. I am a collector. We all know this. I have a ton of items.
You're a whore.
Hoarder.
Might as well be that too. I'm not gonna lie. A little bit of everything going on.
Did you guys see that screenshot where that guy had like almost 4,000 regular zombies?
No, and I would hate to have that many, to be honest. Jesus.
He's like, look at all the zombies I got. I'm like, wow. Good for you.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot.
See that too, Sparky?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, I mean, what's it going to use them for?
I got 4,000 training tokens, but I don't know what that means.
You might as well use them for the zombie track so you can get better zombies.
Right.
Just a waste of repair done to me. I can't put they die too fast.
Kixeye, when people are hitting my tunes or anybody's tunes,
Oh my.
I want to see the infamy loss. I want you to tell me how much infamy I lost for getting a damn tune hit, please.
Oh my, I got a paragraph here. I got a full freaking paragraph. I'm not kidding. He just laid it down on me. Holy crap.
3,200, jeez.
I wish they would bring back the sector event leaderboard.
Oh, that would be pretty cool in my mind.
That was kind of cool because we can keep track of who's doing the best within our. You can do that pretty much now with the regular leaderboard. I understand that. They used to have it though, so they had it by sector. You know, like you can look up infamy by sector, but you can't do it with the event. I don't think by sector.
I wish they'd give it back to where we could look up people from the leaderboard because I kind of like to troll people sometimes. Yeah, I said that.
It's like we have.
Actually, Storm Chaser. Actually, I have more clear expectations for you guys about what you saw with the bases spawns. There were definitely few and far zombie track bases than main and faction track bases. Okay, what was definitely different about the zombie track bases was that there were always they were allowed to spawn further away from the players because they were not as necessary for the event. So we allowed them to spawn further away. Well, that's great, but can you do that with all the factions? If you do that with all the tracks and let them spawn further away, then you know what's going to happen. It's going to fill the sector.
Yeah, I mean, I really wish they just distribute the bases evenly across the map. Make it even. Try to, as best as they can, try to make an even travel time for everybody. You know, I mean, that's all.
Yeah, I mean, that was probably one of the most desired things about the event. Base spawns.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I think I don't want to kill it, be it, but I think the horse is dead.
All right, so let's move on. We got Nightmare coming up. So don't have any exact dates, but they got these kind of triangle things on there. People put triangles, special things on their calendar. Matter of fact, let's just bring up the calendar in general, which I should have already prepped, but I didn't. I was being lazy. I'm not even going to lie.
Because we're having fun.
Yeah, I'm kind of doing a little bit of multitasking right now.
I can go on the forums real quick.
I'm in forums. November calendar. Turn my screen share on. Don't mind me. I'm going to be popping in from the calendar and out of the calendar a couple times. Somebody's chasing a tune of mine. I'm laughing my ass off.
Never turn your chat off then.
Shoot. Yeah, now you tell me. Chat's off now, see. In here somewhere is my Phalanx tune. Oh, there it is. He's chasing my Phalanx with a Herald. Good job catching that. All right, so I got a few minutes because he's going to be chasing that for a while. As you can see, they got these Saturday dates in white, which means nothing is on the map. Nothing. Okay, you're talking 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. As you can see, there's nothing on the map. That is where we are figuring Nightmare is supposed to fit. So be aware of this. Nightmare is supposed to fit here. No, they have not announced it because if something goes wrong, they want to be able to make adjustments.
Oh yeah, and a lot of people are working on wondering about Warpath as well.
Well, let's go over this as quick as we can. Corpus token based in the 2nd, Cerberus token based is on the 2nd November, which that leaves that little gap, by the way. Then we got the Gear Store update.
No, big thing is the Shadow Ops start. The new Shadow Ops start on the 7th.
Well, here's the thing. PvP Season 11 begins on the 7th. Raid bases updated, so that means we're going to have new raid bases. Gunship and components, hammers, detonators, all of these bases will be on the map. I really do recommend you guys trying to get this right here, technicals, sharpshooters, really good stuff.
Yes.
Pop my head back over here for a second. Yeah, he's getting a little close, so let's move that again.
Jeez.
We'll be chasing that for, oh, somebody's hitting something else in mine. Oh my God, am I actually being under attack?
Don't worry about it, Roy. Just let him hit your base.
It's a 37. That's not going to be a hit. And by the way.
All right.
7-10 split here. So we'll go back to that one. Yeah, I'm multitasking, guys. Sorry about that. It's what happens when you have a lot of fun. Then we got the tokens, gunship bonus tokens, Audra hero tokens, Nick's hero tokens, Roland Nick tokens, judge bases, Romero boss bases. One more time, I hear. Well, this is supposed to be the last time because the new ones will be starting to get new Shadow Ops. A lot of hints on the new Shadow Ops. They have not showed us what they are. Just got a message from Storm. Raid bases are not being updated yet. It's just an update to the Diamond Tech being offered.
Yeah, that's normally what it is when they do the raid update is they're just changing out the Diamond Tech for the units.
Yep. Thanks for clarifying that again, Storm. I appreciate all your clarity. Oh, this fool wants to play now.
Roy, for the boss bases, I think there's still 2 more.
Yeah, it's got 2 weeks. You got the 11th and the 18th. They'll be back out.
Yeah, because it goes for because you do it for the 2 weeks of when the new one comes out. The new fucking Shadow Op comes out. I think it goes in 2 weeks into it. You still can get the boss bases.
Oh, that didn't last long.
Oh, excuse me. Not bad manners. It's good beer.
All right, so let me just
stop smoking there, bro.
Send that home.
You're pulling the stuff inside.
All right, so let's go back to that. Like I said, I'm multitasking. I do apologize.
You're smoking right there, bro.
Then we got Omega Herald bases, Sentinel token, Bishop token, Omega Siege, Survivor tokens, Gunship bonus tokens, Shadow Ops right there will start. I haven't got a lot of new information. I was hoping to get some more, but haven't got it yet. It's on the 17th, new Shadow Ops. Romero boss bases again. I've never seen them push out so many Romero bases, but I'm glad because it's good metal payouts. Then we have a huge list. Once again, take advantage of the free technical, free sharpshooter. Get the tech phone. I know somebody named Grumpy Dispatcher that better be grinding the shit out of those technical bases because he needs tech. Seed Squadron. War games begin. Now, I don't know what that means. Has anybody got a clue?
That's going to be the next name of the next monthly event.
Next name of the next monthly event. So
I'm assuming because normally they say the monthly event starts, but this time they actually, I think, gave it a name already. So I guess it's going to be called War Games.
Is the 20? Well, let's check the calendar.
Yeah, that's War Games.
That's Thanksgiving, so it must be the new monthly event, War Games. So we'll have to keep an eye out for that.
They're gonna have.
Okay, go ahead, darling.
They're gonna have a Mocking Sparrow, not a Mocking Jay.
Yeah, maybe.
They're gonna punt off on Hunger Games.
Maybe. Then you get the Mega War Rig, the Mega Herald again, so on and so on. Disruptors, Survivors. So this is the deal. I mean, it's not a full calendar, but yes, War Game is the next monthly event. Thank you for clarifying.
I don't know. We might sit there and be, would you like to play a game?
Yeah.
No, Storm Chaser says it's the monthly event, so it could be.
I asked Storm Chaser in Discord. I asked him if are we gonna have a Warpath next month, and his answer was, will you settle before the end of the year?
Yeah.
So I'm assuming the Warpath is going to be in December sometime. That's what my assumptions is.
Well, I hope so, because that's the only month we have left before the end of the year.
Yeah, that's an assumption I'm making here.
It's probably a good assumption at this point. So here we are. We're in November, guys, and a lot of people are still looking for the DS to be here. A lot of people still looking for that DS to be here. It's not the DS base is not out yet. I really don't see him coming out anytime soon. I don't know why I don't expect him, but I think Storm and I chased.
I have a legit question.
Go ahead.
With the monthly event starting on the 22nd, everybody knows this is a U.S.-based company. That's Thanksgiving. Are they going to work on their Thanksgiving to kick off this event?
Of course not.
Yeah,
Oh, God, you want to go.
It's a fair question. I mean, they're going to.
It's a very fair question, especially if the game goes down or whatever.
If something happens and they're all sitting there eating all that turkey and getting their food comas on, what's going to happen?
They'll probably have to make sure they've got everything ready before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, right. Well, for the people that weren't here last year, I literally had to do a mid-transfer show. Literally started the show one place and ended up running across town, get to the other place to finish the show while Devious kept on entertaining people. Everybody was laughing. I thought it was pretty funny myself. So let's talk about the last couple things on my plate that I really wanted to bring up. And so we got Storm Chaser out there. I know some things he's not going to be, and that's stuff that we've talked about in the past that they said they might address, but we haven't heard hide or hair of it. I really want to start it with these upgrade times. They said they wanted to take care of some of the upgrade times that they made very large before the next CC. Now, according to Pace, February is when the next CC is supposed to come out. You think about it, we got December, January, February. We're 3 months. We're already halfway there. We haven't seen any reduction or even a hint of upgrade reduction times on not only the units but buildings either. So, am I the only one getting a little nervous already?
Every time they come out with an update.
I mean, I'm nervous about that. Champ, I know your base is fully maxed, but you will also work with a lot of lower players, such as returning players like Devious. And you've seen all the units building upgrades. Do you think he's ever going to actually be able to catch up?
Let me clarify that. My base is not fully maxed yet. I still have some res storage I have to upgrade here. So it's not technically fully maxed yet. I'm still upgrading units too. I don't find it useful to coin my res storage when I can hold plenty. So why bother coining it? If not for bragging rights, I understand that. That's cool. But yeah, I mean for regular, I don't know. How do you classify a coiner? I don't know. A casual coiner kind of player, yeah, it'll be kind of difficult to not necessarily catch up, but to catch up with the fully upgraded base. That's always hard to do for any player. No matter how much you coin, you know, it depends how much you want to spend and all that. That comes down. That's a coining thing. That's how much money you want to put down on or invest in this game if you think it's worth it. But for like the typical non-coiner, yes, I would say it's going to be very difficult for them. Or it's not difficult. It's gonna take a long time for them to catch up.
Micaiah said a light corner will never catch up.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, I consider myself a fair amount coiner. I mean, I'm not like a whale, but I coin a fair amount.
No, I mean,
I'm still playing catch up. I mean, I'm just trying to maintain, if that makes sense.
And this, I mean, I'm not denigrating coiners or non-coiners. You know, it doesn't make a difference. It's just the reality of the game. It's. I mean, if you want to catch up seriously, if you're really serious about this game, you have to spend money. Unfortunately,
totally agree.
That's just the reality of the game. I mean, you have to spend money. That's the way Kicksai's designed. It's the way the game's designed. You're not going to just sit there and have your upgrades automatically done instant. It's like, you know, it's going to take a lot of time. And then by the time you upgrade something, hashtag gold sale. There we go. Fucking shit, dude.
I mean, the thing, it pretty much boils down to you can't have your cake and eat it too.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the reality of the game. It's the way the game's set up.
Now, Sparky was trying to say something.
Yeah, every time I can never get a word in halftime. But
Sorry.
You know how Champ was talking about, you know, people, you know, they do take time off. Well, I took 4 months off. You know, I had to literally coin my ass off to get to where I'm at. But you know, it's like,
or your daughter misclick.
Oh yeah, when she clicks, yeah, that kind of screws you. But you know, Champ is right. If you actually you're considered and wanting to play the game and get everything up, yeah, you are going to have to throw some cash down on the game to be able to do a lot of things. Like now with the snipers and all that, Gen 3, you actually got to have your academy leveled up higher so you can go higher in levels now. So gotta figure out where you wanna go with this, because
I'm not denigrating Kicksai for that either. I mean, I'm just saying that's the way the game's designed. They want to make a profit, so you know it's just part of the game. I mean,
that's how all games are. I mean, I've played many games. And
Micaiah, I want to make this clear. Every single person in that chat right now could put hashtag go. I will never ban you. Never ban you. I would not do that because it's what the people truly want.
But for real, guys on YouTube, don't say that in Discord because
you'll get banned in there.
You know, don't do what I do. I've learned my lesson. I'm banned from Discord, so.
Yeah,
if you're able to talk in Discord and ask questions there, please do not do that, because I don't want to encourage you to say anything about that. So
please do not do that.
I am banned from there too, so don't do what I do either.
Yeah, I'm the only one that didn't get a ban. I got a warning. I don't know why I was special, but I got special. So. Don't do what I say, kind of thing. But guys, be careful.
Learn from our mistakes.
You're right. It is censorship, but you're not going to win that battle because the moderator said so. I'm not going to go there.
Anyways,
avoid that. All right. So what else? Let's talk about some of the unit. We talked about the build and upgrade times, the unit upgrade times. I'm finding that. You know, they did change the bases, the elites. Now it pays out 4 every time. That was kick-ass.
Oh, that was so cool when we found that out.
Yep, they've still at 80 parts, but it's 4 parts every time. So when we started out trying to catch devious up and we're knocking them out, we're like, oh, here comes the 1-1-1s. We'll do a couple times the rest tomorrow, and He's like 4-4-4-4, and we're like, woo, fuck yeah!
I mean, we're sitting there literally doing happy dances in our chairs.
No shit, it's the God's honest truth. There was a happy dance going on. It was awesome. I loved it. I know many people. Other people were helping us. They thought it was kick ass. So I mean, to know that, you know.
Thank you, Storm Chaser BD Dubs.
Yep. That definitely shows that they are listening to us for the most part. But I really still, the upgrade times on an Elite Phantom is like 5 or 7 days per base.
Yeah, that's the next thing. If we could talk to you about that, Storm Chaser, working on the upgrade time for that Joker. Put that bug in your ear.
It's not true for the War Rig. Agreed. War Rig, still, if you want your War Rig, you're going to have to put in a lot of grind time.
Yeah, same with all the rest of the Omegas too. You still
got the Herald, all that.
Yeah, it's still a grind. 1 or 2s only. You're right, 100%.
Because I did Omega Blackouts today, and I got I think it was 1 part 6 times in a row. I was like, cool, I'm done.
But you also got to think, guys. Yeah, the grind for the new Elite parts it sucks, but the Elite Phantom was 80 parts. That's twice the amount of what we got now.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you're gonna have the grind, but you're going only to 40, not going to 80. Think if you had to do 80 parts like it used to be, 1-1-1-1-1.
Yes, that was some crazy shit.
So we're heading in some type of right direction. So let's be happy about that. Happy smiles.
Mm-hmm.
I got one. Do y'all have yours?
Jesus Christ.
Jeez.
You're killing us.
I'm sitting here like I got a smile. I'm talking through my smile right now. So I mean, can't complain about everything.
Let's put in this question. Misa, you're relatively new. You're pretty new to the game, right?
No, I've been playing for years.
Okay, then never mind then. your opinion doesn't count.
I left for a year, so it's been hard to, like we were talking about base catch-ups, it's been really hard to get all my stuff upgraded because the times are so long and you can only do one thing at a time. So, yeah, I'm a year behind of where I should be.
Yeah, that second dozer question, that's been blown out pretty much the window, so that's never going to happen, I think. But
who said happy dozer?
Please, Storm Chaser, second dozer. Even if you did it as a prize that only lasted 7 days, do it as a prize for events or something. I bet there would be heaps of people that would buy it.
I like to see it as a special lot for real.
That's not a bad idea. You know, like increased build time on your buildings or something.
And another thing I like to see,
making an event prize or something like that, a special op or something.
Yeah, something like that, just to help it a little bit, because one dozer just isn't cutting it.
I'm going to be honest. I'm not even really worried about the buildings as much as how are you keeping up with your DS, your profit, your
well, I mean, once they get Omega,
one thing at a time.
Yeah, but there's so many of them.
Roy, once they get Omega, I mean, the difference between Omega, like once they hit Omega and like the max level, to be honest, I don't really see too much of a difference in the unit. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, it's upgrading, but it's really not making too huge of a difference.
Yeah.
You know, as far as DPS, health, and all that crap. I think at 40 or 30, some of the Omega units are 40, some are 30.
Yep.
At max level, right? So
actually, I think the Omegas now, the new ones go 1 through 10 is regular, 11 through 20 is elite, and 21
yes,
and above is Omega now.
I mean, once they hit that Omega status, I mean, the difference between that level and the a level when they're maxed, it's not extraordinarily beneficial.
Boys
So,
and girls. Oh, sorry.
I mean, once you get it to that status of Omega or Elite or whatever, I would encourage to maybe speed up the Elite times. But once it gets to Omega, it's really not too big of a difference. And a lot of the new faction units, they're all thorium-based upgrades times, right?
Yep.
With time though, which I hate. I've always hated that.
No, well, once you get into the build time or the upgrade time.
I think it's the upgrade time.
Once you're into, it's only a thorium to convert it to the next level.
Okay.
And once you start doing the regular upgrades, it's just res.
Okay. Thank you for clarifying.
Mm-hmm.
See?
So at PSA, I just thought of it. I don't know if it's changed, but as far as I know, it shouldn't change until tomorrow when they do the downtime. If you have not built your Kyle, Martin, and Neil from the event and you have them, jump on it right now, because as soon as they do the downtime tomorrow,
the
cost to build them is going to go up. Kyle right now is 22 million Thor, Martin is 40 million Thor, and Neil is 33 million Thor. So if you have not built them, I would recommend going out, getting your Thor, and doing it now.
Good points. Good points. Last topic I wanted to bring up before we can roll out. One of the things I've noticed is the game has seemed to get a little more spread out between hitters and farmers. And I've noticed this because the farmers are truly feeling they can never catch up to play with the big guys. And the big guys are just going to continuously smash them. And I disagree with this. Because people like Devious, prime example, literally was out of the game for, 6 months, 8 months?
Somewhere in that ballpark, yeah.
And is already going on 2 jumps with us. Yes, this clan has helped him out immensely. Even outside, Killer Queen has jumped in, given him a massive hand. Sock, everybody's jumped in to give him a boost. If you're not at I wanted to address this because I got a PM just like 10 minutes ago saying, we're in farmers because we could just never catch up. And I just told them, I disagree. If you're not with the right group or the right people, you'll never catch up. No. But if you get with the right group, the right people that do the mixture of helping and hitting and jumping and fighting, I think anybody can catch up to a point. At least where they become relevant. Do you guys agree or disagree?
Well, I have a question for that person who says being a farmer, they can't catch up. As a farmer, what are you farming? Are you just strictly farming your res and Thor? I mean, if you're a farmer, that I would think to me, a farmer would be you're going out hitting those token bases, those bases for each specific unit to get those units teched, get them upgraded, getting the tokens for them, like the heroes and stuff. So if you say you're never catching up, what are you saying? What are you actually farming? Because to me, that's what a real farmer does. They're out there just hitting all the rogue bases there are, whether it be for units, for medals, for Thor, for res.
Well, I mean the boost, it depends what you're farming. If you're talking about farming just to upgrade stuff in your base and, etc., or if you're farming to upgrade your player level too. To upgrade your player level, to upgrade your player level, I do believe you need to be online once your building upgrades finish. I think that's still the issue. Sorry to cut you off.
And in base, online and in base, not just on the map. You've got to be in base when it ticks down to the final second, or it's in the last 5 minutes, and you can manually auto finish it.
Yeah.
But for farmers to say they're behind, I don't think I would consider them behind if they're farming the right bases. It's just they aren't applying their units to the best of their abilities.
Yeah, I mean, it's that's a very broad statement too. How far behind are you compared to what? I mean,
But
to other levels, I mean, to other people that your same level, or to your ID level. I mean, what are we talking about? Far behind? How much far behind to get
buildings, units,
I mean,
tokens, all of the above, shadow ops, getting.
Yeah, it's a really it's a broad statement to say I'm behind. What's your goal? I mean,
it's really vague.
But here's the thing, though. Even if they are farmers, you know, that means that they're not coiners. This game is now basically you have to coin to get somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I know this person personally. She's an absolute sweetheart. Okay.
Oh yeah, we're just trying to understand.
Her health does not get her to play as much as others, so she's falling behind. Okay. And like I told her, if you are with a good clan though, or a good family, or good sector, they'll help you with that. Okay, but just going basically saying I'm a farmer or I want a quiet sector, all that does is say you're throwing in the towel. Am I right or wrong?
You're right.
I mean, there's PvPers, there's PvEers, and there are people that do both. And to be honest, you have to be able to do both to stay relevant in this game. If you strictly put yourself at as a PvEer, I mean, yeah, you know how to hit a rogue base like anybody else, but if you ever went into a war and tried to fight, you don't know how to actually apply those units to hit somebody else's base. You can hit a computer base all day long, you know what it's going to do. But when you play against another player, every player plays differently. Every player has different tactics.
Yeah.
So I'm just a firm believer. You've got to be willing to be able to PvE a little bit, just so you know what your units are actually capable of doing.
Oh, I agree with that 100%.
I mean, you can sit there. I mean, you would look if you actually PvE'd a little, you'd find out that you could probably do your did some PvP. You would find that your PvE might be a lot easier because you found out a different way to actually apply that unit that you can't experience just PvEing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I mean, to each of their own. I mean, it's everybody's game. No one plays the same.
That's for damn sure.
All right, so let's be. I guess we kind of went around the question, but do you feel the solo players can do it, or do you feel they have to be with a group if you're going to play catch up at all?
To play catch up,
group, definitely group.
You'd be in a group.
They can. I'm going to say they can do it. It's just going to be more difficult if they're with a group. It'll make it a lot more smoother. Yes.
And I won't just, you got to, I would say be with a group, but be with a group that's willing to help you develop and get there. Because, I mean, I've been in groups where it was just like, whatever.
I would suggest be with the group and get on Hangouts with. Make it a group.
Oh my God.
Discord, Hangouts, whatever. And make it, get with a group that you get along with, have commonality with, and all those kinds of things.
Our Discord runs from 10 to like 40 people at night.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's got a personality. I mean, we all got personalities. Shit, man. I know I do sometimes.
I do. I got a big one.
I mean, like we all get along with we all have commonality with people and stuff, and we get together with groups. We all get along. Sometimes we argue. That's when I start getting pissed off. I hate when fucking people argue, and I can't stand it. But for players that are out there, maybe beginning players that have been playing for a long time, I would suggest getting with a group, finding players on the game that you get along with. Most players, already have this. Most players, I rarely see a loner individual out there that doesn't really have any friends. But you know, I try to be cool and shit, and get with the group, and you know, get in the group, and whatever group it is. What you know, I'm gonna be blunt here. I'll say alliance too. Whatever alliance too. I mean, I'm not promoting any alliance thing here. I'm just saying, you know, you got the major alliances out there. You got KT, AAF, and AOW, and TP. Those groups, you know, they're all. I mean, all of those guys. I mean, they have good people. All of them.
Well, I got friends in about every single damn alliance there is.
Yeah, I mean, they all
have a friend even that was TAO, but he kind of like
they're good people in all those alliances, and so I mean, if you find someone that you get along with in one of those groups, join them. And, you know, and I'm sure they're helping.
Just don't be as toxic as they are. Don't fall into their being toxic.
Yeah, I'm not gonna label any. I'm not gonna label any alliance here on the show here.
Nope.
Because you know, it's just part of the game. It's it's a pride thing. You know, every alliance has its own pride, and they like to brag on their pages. Everybody does. Everybody, it's nothing bad. It's just taking pride in your group. So that's all. Just find a group that you get along with and join them, and then even if it's not a big alliance like the ones I mentioned.
Yeah.
Small alliance.
I like what Max AA said. How about perma hookers so we can use our master loot at the same time?
That was an issue. I don't think they're going to
I don't think they're going to do it. Like Lick My Boots said, it leads to exploits.
Too many exploits. I can already read from that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's pretty late already. If they do release the update notes and the Warpath information, we will do an improv show to make sure we get you all that latest tidbit and information.
By the way, he meant the Nightmare, everybody.
Yeah, the Nightmare. Excuse me. Nightmare. We will do an improv show. It might just be me. It might just be somebody else. I might have somebody else do it. I might even just see if I can get Phil to do it. Who knows? If the event does go live on time, I will do each and every wave again live. God help me. Why do I do that to myself every time? I know why, because Storm Chaser LOLs about it half the damn time, hearing me curse and bitch and piss and moan.
Don't we all?
Yeah, that's why they say Kilroy shit. Isn't that what you guys chant?
Yep.
Yeah. Kilroy shit.
You first.
That's usually how it works around here. So on that note, guys, let's give our shout outs and let's get the hell out the door. I'm going to start
with you know what?
Shout outs.
Champ, I think.
Have a good night.
Oh, Roy cut out there.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. I just you want to argue with me on live here?
Oh my God!
I'll just eject you, so there's no argument.
All right, I'll give my shout outs, man. Shout out to you guys on the panel. Pleasure being on your show, and shout out to Nutcracker who fell out. He probably just passed out by now.
It's only like 4 a.m. for him.
Yeah. Shout out to Mick in YouTube and the guys, all those guys in YouTube. Appreciate you watching the show. I got a couple special shout outs. I want to say shout out to my good friend on War Commander. His game name is Toad. He's gone through a lot of life challenging issues, and I just want to say I love you, brother, and my prayers are with you. All right.
That's another thing you can bring up about groups when you're going through things. Like Z-Man has been through thick and thin. We've been there for him.
Oh.
I think Champ has been there for him. Queen has listened to him and has been there for him, and we've all been there listening. And there's a support system. That's what groups do. We end up being a family, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this one's a little off topic, but I want to give a shout out to Willie McCovey. He passed away yesterday, 80 years old. So he's one of the great baseball players. He played for the San Francisco Giants. So condolences. I'm a big baseball fan, in case you guys don't know. So that's my shout outs.
Son of a gun is still awake. Nutcracker, you're still awake. All right, Queenie, your shout outs, please.
Shout out to everybody here on the panel. Shout out to Nutcracker, even though he dipped out earlier. Shout out to you two. Thank you all for joining us on another glorious Thursday night. Sorry, these Budweiser Jim Beam jokers are kicking my ass now. I'm smiling, talking through my smiles. But anywho, you all have a great night. And when the nightmare starts, wish you the best of luck. And again, get what you need, not what you want. And yeah, if you ain't got a beer, go find one. I don't give a shit if it's 2 o'clock in the morning. Crack it, go to bed.
Sounds like a plan to me. Let's go to the next person, which will be Misa. Your shout out.
Thank you for having me on the show. Thank you to everyone that's on the panel. Thank you to Storm Chaser, who does his best to try and help, with all our little bitches and idiosyncrasies, and yeah, and everyone have fun.
Okay, pizza.
Shout out to the panel, YouTube land. Take things slow in the event and enjoy. Have a good night.
Okay, Socrates.
I just want to give a shout out to everybody I watched and will be watching, and thank you. Good night. Damn work.
Night ho.
Night ho. Barky.
Meow meow.
Just my normal shout out to everybody. Have fun.
Okay, so it leads to me. Once again, we'll see what happens with Nightmare. By the way, I forgot this tidbit earlier about Nightmare. There is a rumor and unconfirmed that because of so many people, upper levels probably have most of the stuff, that they're going to release a new unit at the same time.
Yeah, I heard that rumor too.
It's unconfirmed. Oh, the last thing I got from Storm Chaser was
like bases aren't overpowered enough. I mean,
Yeah.
the units. Base can't defend against that spam area anyway either.
Yeah. So the key word is be aware there might be actually something for the upper levels to have to grind out for, on top of the lowers trying to get some units, stuff they need. So be aware. Nothing's confirmed on that.
Whoa!
I still want an event tune.
Yeah, that would be nice. An event repair tune. Just one. I'll settle for one. I'll settle
for one. Just one.
I just want a cookie.
Yeah, the event here is for one for us to buy. Yeah, exactly. All right, so ladies, that is exactly what it is, Mackay. I'm literally saying it's going to be called. Sam calls it. Okay, we're going to see. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so on that note, it's dependent on what the update notes release, whether we'll do a show tomorrow or not. If there's worth it, we'll do an improv show. If Nightmare does go off like it's supposed to, I will kill my shit. And on that note, we're going to get the hell out of here. Remember, like and subscribe to the show, the pages. You're not on the page, you really should get there, because we constantly, and I got to say, Queen has been helping me, constantly posting good shit and information on there. Stuff that people can't spend 24/7 in Discord catching.
Hold on, Roy, before we end off, just for in case we don't do the show, you guys can always go over to Queen's show, because they'll probably do it too.
Yeah, they might get Nutcracker to do it. I love Nutcracker to do one.
Like, dislike, and share.
Fuck, I'd love him to do one, for I wouldn't have to. Like and subscribe. Have some good times, and we're getting the hell out of here.
Peter Kraft.